Hey guys, it's Expiredmilk and we're here back with another episode of our Colorado GM mode series. In the last episode, we basically simmed all the way to the trade deadline, and I asked you guys at the end of the last video what we should do. I got like a few comments. The main comment was let's see. Okay, so a comment said that we should switch up Tanguay and O'Reilly. So I think O'Reilly should play on the second. I think he should play on the first, and Tanguay should move down to the second. It makes sense since we're not doing the best offensively. If I remember correctly. Yeah. So basically, So what we're gonna do now is I'm not gonna sim into the deadline. I'm just gonna try and do trades before it, so I can try and do as much trades as I would like to. So yeah, a comment that we got was saying we should trade for a young top four defenseman. That seems like a pretty good idea since we do need a better defensive core, a younger one, as well. So let's go into it. A few names I think that were said were Falk and Brodin. So let's go to Falk first. Let's compare both players. Okay. Okay, Falk. So his trade value is not crazy. He's an 85 overall, age 22. He's kind of expensive. He's not too expensive though. 6-year contract. I don't know. I wouldn't mind if it's only like 3 or less. So he has some pretty good puck skills. His shooting's okay. His skating I like. His senses, he doesn't take too much penalties, which is good. His poise is pretty decent, and yeah, his defense is good. So overall, he's a pretty good player. So now we're gonna go to Brodin. Yeah, Minnesota. Brodin, he's not as expensive of a player, for trade value wise. Let's see what he has a pretty risky. I won't say risky, but he has a complicated contract because he's a pretty low overall right now. So if he doesn't progress too much, we're stuck with a big contract that we may not be able to move. But let's kind of check him out. His puck skills they're not great. Shooting's not great. Skating's pretty good. His senses they're good enough. I would say his defense is good. Yeah, Falk is the better player. But he doesn't have as much trade value. Brodin, the last one was I think on Vancouver. I forget which player. I forget the name. Luke Sabiza, I think. Yeah. Sabiza's pretty good. Yeah, he's a good overall. He's not too expensive. He's projected to be top 4. Okay, he has a cheap contract. For 1 more year, it's perfect kind of contract. His shooting's pretty decent. No, his puck skills is pretty decent. His shooting, it's so-so. His skating's good. His senses I like enough. His defense is good. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind picking him up. Hold on, I think it's gonna be Sabiza or Falk. So we just saw Sabiza. He's not. Okay, he's at I would say his trade value would be at probably by the end of the R. Now let's go to Carolina quickly. Okay, I'm gonna check out Falk. He's about the D in the middle, about middle way into the D. So I think I'm gonna try and go for Falk because I think he is the better player. But the big question is, who do we have to trade? Medium elite. Okay, Asia, I wouldn't mind trading. I wouldn't mind trading a first rounder for a for a later year. Oh, we have 2 picks. Oh no, that's just that. Yeah, we have like no picks in 2016. Oh wow. Yeah, I'll give up that pick. Okay. Now, how do we execute? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. We would be over the league maximum salary cap. Okay, let's take out this first. I'll add in a second instead for this year. Nah, do I want to add for this year? I'm not sure. Because I think it's like a pretty good year for drafting in this year. Yeah. I'll add it for 2018. I'll keep in Hada. Let's see what they want. I was thinking we could trade Simons. We'll trade Papin, because if we're getting a good player back in return for him, no way. He's worth practically nothing. We have to trade someone with some cap. Do we trade Stewart? Yeah, I don't mind trading Stewart. Let's see if we can get a second from them for this year. I just want something back in return. Okay, let's seek off the second, switch it for a third. A fourth, okay. If they don't give a fourth, I'm just going to try without the pick. Okay. Pretty good trade, I would say. Yeah, okay, so yeah, a big move. We have made some big moves here at the deadline. You know, I just got that pick, so you know, we may as well get something a little bit extra. I was kind of thinking, you know, I could have probably just put in my third to try and improve, but whatever. Okay. Okay, Falk. Yeah, I'll just keep Larson and Barry there for now. Yeah, those I don't like because we traded about him too. But man, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Okay. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, so, you know, let's sim for the rest of the season. And, you know, to try and put out these vids quick, right after I'm done this simulation for the season, I'm just gonna, like, right away, I'm just gonna, what's it called? I'm gonna try and record an episode right after, so, you know, you guys don't have to wait so long for, like, a new episode to come out. Yeah, so currently, no, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'll claim him since he has 1 year left. Yeah, so basically at the time I'm recording this, this is a day that Kane got traded to Buffalo. That was a big day. Yes, Evander Kane, not Patrick Kane. Yeah, that was a big trade. I don't know, it's kind of interesting though to see the players who went. Myers and Bogosian. I guess it was kind of like a swap. It wasn't too bad. I guess they're somewhat comparable to each other. Yeah, but time will tell who got the better end of the deal. Because, some people are comparing Kane to the Sagan, thing that happened in Boston. He has a bunch of potential. So, could like a change of team, a change of scenery, I guess, kind of help Kane. I don't know. I don't want to say, though, who I think really won. I don't know. I do like the deal, though, for Buffalo. If Kane can play well, if he can play if he can play to, like, if he can get, like, I'm kind of, like, just rambling on here. But I would say if he can, like, put up a 60-point season, I think that would make the trade. That would be good for the Sabres. Because, he was, like, the main, asset, the main name in the deal. And, if Bogosian can play, like, like a solid top 4 defenseman, and Kane can play along the first line, make David or Eichel or whatever, I think I would have to say Buffalo wins the deal, but we'll see about it. Yeah, so far it looks like our team has been doing super well as of late. We've been winning a lot of games, so probably that trade helped us a lot. Same with the lineup switching. So that was a good comment on that. Yeah. Well, we lost to the Oilers 7-3. You don't see that too often. And the Sabres. Oh, wow. Are we going to lose against the Sabres? Oh, they're doing pretty good in this sim. Yeah, we lose against the Sabres. Okay. Edit scouting assignment. I'll do it in Russia. I'll do forwards. For 1 month only, though. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Okay, nice. We beat the Oilers. Ooh, oh man. No, this is big. Let's try and see how things are looking. Team stats. Okay, so we haven't clinched that spot yet. The rest of the teams, they all have 6 games, so it's tight. If we stumble a little bit, the Jets and St. Louis can pass us if they play well enough. Atlantic. No, that's not us. Pacific? Yeah. Is there a wild card spot? I think the Ducks, though. Wait, is it the Ducks? I think it's the Kings, yeah. The Kings, they could be a wild card spot. So say we're in 4th in our division, and the Kings are 5th, but they have more points than us. They can take our spot. So that's the dangerous thing about this. So I would say out of 6 games, if we can win at least 3, then we have a good chance at making the playoffs. I'm not going to check the player stats. I'll check that at the end of the season. So, yeah, this is definitely a big last 6 games for us. That month of March helped us so much. That was essential. Those wins were crucial. We're going to simulate 2 games at a time. Come on, Sharks. Just give us the win. Be nice. Yes, thank you, Sharks. Oh, okay. At least we got 1 win. Oh my god. I'm so scared. may have to check the stats after. No, we can't lose, especially to LA. Come on. Please beat Nash. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're still on track for the goal I wanted. At least 3 wins. Okay, let's check last 2 games, I believe. Yes, we have clinched a playoff spot. That was amazing, guys. First year, we are in the playoffs. Probably gonna have a rematch against the Wild. That'll be pretty cool to see. So yeah, right now I'm so glad with what our team has done. So yeah, all I want to say now is try and win at least 1 game or 2. At least win it so we don't have to verse Chicago in the first round. Okay, yeah, that's pretty nice. A win right there. That's all I wanted, really. Yeah. I mean, that's great that we made it to the playoffs. To be honest, I didn't think we would make it to the playoffs this season. I thought it was going to be we could try, probably not make it. Yeah, so we are versing the Wild indeed. At Minnesota, yeah. So, I'm going to record this right after, guys, but let's just check the stats central. And I'm gonna check the Wild. I'm gonna check their players right now, so in the next episode we can just get into the playoff thing. We won't have to check the lines, stuff like that. So Duchesne, he ended with 75 points this season. I would say that's not bad. It's not like he only had 60. He was fairly close to a point per game. I'm not really disappointed. He did have above 30 goals and almost 40 assists. That's pretty good. McKinnon did well, I would say, for a second liner. 60 points or above is what you want from your second line center. Landeskog, he was on the first line. He could step it up a little bit. Tanguy did pretty good, I would say, for his overall. O'Reilly, we kind of mixed them up a little bit. So, I wouldn't say 53 is too bad for him. For Eberle, it's pretty good. Oh my god, Larson almost got 50. Barry got 42. Falk, he's playing Carolina. Talbot is pretty good for a third line. Same with Briere. Yeah. Well, I actually got a lot of depth scoring this year. I'm pretty glad about that. Yeah, so right now, let's go to the Wild so we can check their team out. Let's just go by position, centers. So who do they have for centers? So Koivu. We're not going to look at their stats, really. So Koivu, I would say he's on the first line. Well, he's going to be a tough guy to beat. His stats look great. His shooting's phenomenal. Same with his puck skills, skating. So he's a very solid first liner. But we do have Duchesne to match him. Granlund, he has great puck skills. His shooting's decent. It's all 85s. His skating's nice. His senses are okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a bad second line center. I would say he's like an average. Brodziak, he's third line, I would say. He's a pretty good defensive player. So, he's going to be a pretty good third line player for them. And oh wow, so they do have some depth up the middle. They could go with Brodziak or Coyle for the third or fourth. Left wingers for them. Parise, he's like the superstar of the team, I would say, the big name guy. That's all you can say. Great stats all around. So he's gonna be. They're gonna rely on him throughout the series. Vanek, he has some good puck skills and his shooting's great. His skating is pretty good. His senses is good. He has good offensive awareness. Decent defense. So he's a solid second line left winger. Hala for their third line, I believe. Pretty good, not bad, I would say. Zucker. No, decent fourth liner. Matt Cook. Matt Cook is first line material, so he's gonna be hard to beat. Pominville, ooh, for that first line, he's pretty good. He's gonna play well with Parise. Niederreiter, ooh, he has a good offensive. He has pretty good offensive stats, so he's not bad for that second line, but he's average at best. Spurgeon, wow, 83 overall, got over 50 points. He has a good puck skills, skating. He has a great defense. Yep, he doesn't seem too good, but his actual stats individually are actually like really good. The only things that drag him down are shooting and physical categories. I think that's what makes him an 83. Ryan Suter, he's your big elite defenseman. Yeah, he's an overall, big player. He's like a solid player. He's a well-balanced one. Brodin, the guy that we are thinking of trading for, he's decent for the top 4. I would say he's average. Marcos Candela, yeah, he's not too good for that top 4, in my opinion. He's more of a bottom 6. Ooh, Backstrom and Harding, they haven't had the greatest goaltending, so that may be one thing we can try and take advantage of. So I think it's an even series. Both teams that are similar in some ways. Like we have Duchenne to compare to Koivu. We have Landeskog to kind of compare to Zach Parise. So yeah, that's basically it for this episode, guys. Expect the playoff video to come out quickly after this one. So yeah, as always, remember to leave a like if you enjoyed.